Today on Engines with Erik, due to popular request, actually, we're going to talk about GM's LS4 V8, go over what all applications it was in, and then do a brief overview of the engine as well. So what was the LS4 and what makes it so special? Well, it was the only member of the LS family that was transverse mounted, so it was meant for front-wheel drive cars. General Motors produced the LS4 V8 from 2005 to 2009, and it was available in 4 different models. So all variants of the LS4 got 303 horsepower and 323 foot-pounds of torque. And this would propel every car from 0 to 60 in 5.7 to about 6.2 seconds, depending on what it was. Now, before we get started in the comments, I already know transmissions did not hold up. Say what you want. The 4T65E-HD transmission needed some work for it to put up with the 5.3 liter V8, but it is possible. So there are solutions out there if you get online. So like I said, there were 4 cars that got this engine, and I first thought of 3, the ones that you guys are probably thinking of too. And whenever I saw the Buick pop up, I was like, man, I completely forgot about that. So in 08 and 09, the Buick LaCrosse Super had the LS4. That's right. In 08, 09, you could get a Buick with V8 noises. That is awesome. Next on the list is the 2006 and 2007 Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS. I really like these cars. I know some people find them ugly, but that, to each their own. I've got an 04 Intimidator SS. I'm kind of partial to the Monte Carlos. Anyways, this was actually the last hurrah for the Monte Carlo, as 2007 would be its final year of production, and we haven't seen it since. Another car to receive the LS4 V8 was the 06 to 09 Chevrolet Impala SS. Now, this body style specifically is really well known for being part of rental fleets, but there was one really cool option made from 06 to 09, and they're not that expensive on the used car market right now. Last on this list is probably the favorite, it's mine at least, the Pontiac Grand Prix GXP, made from 2005 to 2008, and what a way to send off the Grand Prix. After 2008, we didn't have the Grand Prix anymore, and shortly after that, as we all know, we didn't have Pontiac. So what a fitting way to send that car off into the sunset. The Grand Prix was a generational car. A lot of people grew up, like myself, riding around in these things, and for General Motors to make the decision to give the last one, so to speak, the option of the LS4, you have the ability to make V8 noises and do it the right way for the components and the parts they had available at the time. That's just awesome, and that's why it's my favorite on this list, the LS4 Grand Prix GXP. And that's it for the LS4, but what a neat time in automotive history. General Motors was struggling, they were trying to sell more cars, so they were just throwing V8s and stuff. They were doing whatever they could to try to drum up more business, and we wound up getting some sleeper cars that are pretty neat out of it. So I'm going to call this a win.